However, you see immediately in the foreground two armchairs that do not fit in this scheme. It is because I have introduced two other vanishing points. There are the vanishing points of two directions at 45 degrees, and that helped to draw the chairs, which are not in the same geometry. But of course, we will see later how to apply this measure much more accurately. Here we see that we have an object that is isolated, if you want, floating, hovering, which is above the horizon. We see that the lines recede down to the horizon, whereas the lines lower than the horizon ascend towards the horizon and the vanishing point. And here I have put an object just to the side, and you see that there is still the direction to the central point here, but on the other side I deliberately did not respect the horizontality of the lines, as I should. If there is an object on the side, it should be represented like there on the right, but it should not look very natural. This looks natural, but it's not correct regarding the rules of one-point perspective. The conclusion is that it is better to avoid making too wide views. Do not exceed a reasonable angle of view to avoid cases of problematic figures like this. We are going to do a first practical exercise that will be to repeat this view on a piece of paper that I take now. The first thing is always to place the horizon. The horizon, I advise to always place it in the middle, at least to start. Actually, it depends on the desired effects, but for the earlier learning, it is the simplest. Then the central point is put in the middle of the horizon, even though here too it is not mandatory, but it will never move away much. And from there, now we can build a box, vertical to that point. For instance, you go up and you stop somewhere, which defines the height of the box. This height will be used for the other three verticals. It is important not to set a height for each vertical, of course. I then go horizontally to the right, then move vertically here, then go horizontally towards PP, draw a new vertical, new horizontal, and close the box. If you want an object that is above the ground, for example, this, with a little thickness. Here again, a perspective with a vanishing point. At the same time, you notice something right away, which is that there is a vanishing point there that appears just above the principal point, while the other at the roof in the other direction, and therefore the roof lines are parallel like this, without vanishing point, except of course the slope with the vanishing point in the sky,